So it's very important, guys, to understand your mood when to write an email. Okay? So now let me move to my tip number 4, decide style. So after you have known your purpose and you know your mood, you need to decide your style. Okay? And like I said sometime back, there are 2 broad styles. One is formal style, one is an informal style. How do you do what is a formal style and what is informal style? Formal style is very business-like. Okay? So it's like the difference between wearing a t-shirt to office and wearing a suit to office. Okay, wearing a suit is business, t-shirt is informal. Informal is writing an email which is similar to a water fountain conversation. You go meet a friend near the water fountain and you talk, hey, what are you doing today? Do you want to watch a movie? You know, you talk like that. An informal mail, you should write like that. Secondly, don't write an email, informal email, somebody that you don't know. An informal email should be written to someone whom you know. And usually it is one-on-one emails. You will not write an informal mail to many people unless all of them are your friends. Okay? And usage of emoticons and other expression marks, absolutely fine. Because it's an informal email, you are trying to communicate emotions. Okay, so we have a comment here from somebody. Let me try to figure out who we got this comment from. Okay, Vengesh Somasundar says, even email takes more time. We can think for a while and we can write effectively. You're absolutely right, Venkatesh. I really appreciate what you said here. Okay, email takes more time, so you have to think, and that's exactly the point. The point is first think before you write it. Thanks a lot for that lovely thought, Venkatesh. Okay, so now you know the purpose, you know the mood, and you've decided the style. Now, how do you actually go and write the email? Okay, how can you be crisp? Let's look at how can you be crisp. I'm pretty sure, you know, many of you are using Twitter these days. Okay, and you know, look at some of the numbers, statistics in Twitter today. 300 million tweets a day, roughly 300 million users. They cannot be wrong about communicating in 140 characters or less, right? And SMS, billions of SMS are being sent. SMS is the biggest killer app in the mobile industry, limited to 140 characters or less. Okay, that is being crisp, being short on your emails. You have to train yourself to be crisp on your emails. If you can't remember that, remember Twitter. Okay, don't use acronyms. A lot of people don't understand acronyms. Okay, BS can stand for bad sheet. It can also stand for bullshit. Please don't use acronyms still. And if you don't remember this suggestion, in my tip number 5, if you have watched the movie Guru, Abhishek Bachchan, who plays the role of Dhirubhai Ambani there, when he's in the court gives him 3 minutes to make his case, okay? And he takes 2 minutes, 45 seconds, and he tells the judge that he saved 15 seconds of the court time. Says that's profit. So he's a miser with words. Okay, go watch that. Go watch the dialogue for Guru and Munafa. That's the word that you need to look for, and you will see it on YouTube. You have to be a miser with words. You have to communicate more with less words. That's the meaning of being crisp. Okay? Now let me show you my next tip, tip number 6, have an effective subject. I cannot stress how important it is to have an effective subject. Let me share with you a few examples, 4 examples of good subject. And I'll also share with you 2 or 3 examples of bad subjects. Okay? First one, here is an email that I received from somebody asking me to sign up for something. Okay? and I'll get a discount. Okay, that's the substance of the mail. So look at the subject, deadline 9 p.m. ET tonight for SCS 2.0. Very clear. Subject is very, very effective, right? Now, another email where I get an email about a preparation for a press release, okay? And it says thanks and PR preparation. The subject matter and the subject and the matter in the mail is aligned. It's very good. Another email sent from me, actions, sales call, 3rd Feb 2012. Very clear. Recipient of the email knows what to expect in this mail. 4th email, meeting summary, Mobile World 2012 in India, Bangalore. Okay? Very clear. The contents of the mail just talks about the meeting summaries. These are all good examples of writing mails. Effective subject. If I am interested in the subject, I will read that mail. Okay? So the most key point. Okay? So somebody sent me a mail. They need help for France taxation regulations. Very clear mail. Help needed for France taxation regulations. Okay? Subject matter and the matter in the body is related. Now, let's also look at some bad email examples. Somebody sent me a presentation. Have to send it out in 3 hours for going to the next meeting. Please feel free to modify and correct and send me back. And what is the subject? Latest. Please give your comments and keep the best you can. I don't understand what I have to clean up. If you receive an email like this, I don't know what you're going to expect in that particular mail. It's not at all clear, right? Now let's look at another mail. Okay, I got an email asking, customer is asking us if we can begin with 1 or 2 short-term project. Okay, and the subject is, he's responding to an old email called Happy Diwali. He just went to his mailbox, picked up an email that I had sent him long back with the subject Happy Diwali, which I sent it to him. He's responding to that with a lot of matter. Now what happens when you get a mail like this? First of all, it may go into your trash junk mail automatically because of your mail filters. Second thing is, I may actually not be in a position to think that this is an important mail for me. And many people do set up their own personal filters. So what happens is when you send a mail where the subject's not related to the body and the subject says something which is not important, then you end up losing the value of sending that email, which effectively means if you spend 30 minutes on writing that mail, I'm sorry, that 30 minutes is a waste of time. Okay? Now, tip number 7. Let me move to my tip number 7. I have seen several emails where